educate, mentor suppliers on compliance aspects. The last time we actually at the IEC and we're having URSP in the house, I think URA, so also I think NSSF. So it's very important that Cnooc and its subcontractors also on board their suppliers some of these IEC programs. But to remind you that for you to still win some of these contracts, still it comes again, registratory requirement. Are you registered? Are you registered in the National Supplier Database? Of course, as the authority, have also developed a center database where all suppliers are able to meet with the contractors. So the question is, are you registered in the National Supplier Database? But even before you register on this National Supplier Database, there are requirements for you. A reason why you see some of these entities here. For companies, you must have a valid tax clearance certificate. You must have an NSSF certificate. You must have valid annual returns from URSP for you to qualify. So this aligns that there is no whatsoever you can be on this NSD without first and foremost meeting the requirements of some of these great entities here. So we need to protect. Most of the times there has been an issue. There are no opportunities being given to the Ugandan companies, even within the community. But the problem has been largely business formalization. Most of our businesses are not yet formalized. And given the fact that the oil and gas sector really is capital intensive, but most importantly, fundamentally hinged on regulatory aspects, there is no way you can win a contract without first having to be registered. So by the time we end this workshop, I would like to implore the businesses here to be able to partake of some of these opportunities, register your businesses, and actively participate.
My name is Integeka Flora, as I have been introduced. I work under the Corporate Affairs Department in Cnooc. All these activities are aimed at benefiting the communities, but also ensuring we have a win-win situation with the communities where we carry out our operations. So one of the activities we have done this quarter is the Q2 stakeholder engagements. These are periodic engagements that Cnooc is mandated to conduct. They are aimed at ensuring information sharing, but also move at the same page in terms of the project progress and update. We conducted this from the district level. We were able to meet also the kingdom. We held one meeting with our kingdom. We did sub-county meetings, but also the 36 villages where we carry out our operations throughout the project area. So currently we are organizing Q3 activities, but Q2 has already been done.
So I stand here as a collector for now, but also when I am outside there, I also pay. And you are the payers, so you are our dear taxpayers. My name is Felix Ekojot. I work with Uganda Revenue Authority, and I sit at Hoima as the head of the station in Hoima. You have right to obtain help from URA to help you comply with your taxes, and also understand how to document your transactions. The rights, of course, come with obligations. You have the right we give you. You also have an obligation that you have to comply with. You have an obligation to cooperate with the tax authority and to keep proper records. You have an obligation to file correct and accurate returns and also at custom entries when you're declaring your inputs. And then you have an obligation to register for taxes, file returns, and make payments timely and accurate. So this side will have the rights, the other side will have the obligations. Demand for the rights when they are not given to you, because you have right to them, to them. But also we shall ask and advise you that you also comply with the obligations that are under the law. Compliance has about 5 items. Who is a compliant taxpayer? I think that's how I should put it. Who is a compliant taxpayer? Someone told me that, but compliance is very difficult. Compliance is never difficult. If you can only master and do 5 things. The first requirement for taxpayer to comply, the taxpayer should be registered. You should register for taxes. To URA, a taxpayer is that person or company that has obtained a taxpayer identification number. Currently, our register has about 2 million taxpayers out of a population of 46 million. If we say half of that 46 million is are children, are those below who are not economically engaged, where are the other half? So registration is important. So the others that are not registered are not taxpayers in the eyes of Uganda Revenue Authority. Now, registration comes with other obligations that when you register, there may be other obligations depending on what you do. You may register as an employee. If you register as an employee, the obligation to comply with your taxes are transferred to your employer.
My name is Lawrence Tumewaze, the Regional Manager, Midwestern. What is our business as NSF? I want to be straightforward so that we keep time. NSF, we have 4 components in our business we do every day. Registration. He has been singing about registration. NSSF, we start by registering employers, right? And for you to register your company with NSSF, we just need either a TIN from URA or a BRN number from Uganda Registration Services Bureau. You contribute 10% of the gross pay. Are we together? So it means every month you have to contribute each employee 15% of their gross pay on their NSF account. Voluntary contributions. I've said that after the amendment of our NSF Act, it allowed us to bring on board voluntary members. Voluntary members, we don't treat them like mandatory members or employers. Here you contribute when you feel you want to contribute. You can even contribute 10 times a day using your phone. Okay? What we need is your NIN or your NSF number. If you're already a registered member of NSF, then we shall bring you on board on voluntary membership.
In the invitation, I was told to talk about enhancing regulatory compliance for suppliers at Kingfisher development area. So I'll go straight to that, and to us compliance is about when it comes to business, we are saying that a form of business in Uganda is one that has been registered with Uganda Registration Services Bureau. Okay? That means that you have complied. First of all, at the point of registration, and also the next level is that you'll be required as my Yeah, after registration, then you get you have a company name which is registered, and then also with URA there's what they call TIN, and then you obtain trading license. Okay, so to us that would be the minimum level of compliance when it comes to registration.
Kazi-Njema online, live from Hoima City.